And we got some friend mail. But first, Vino Chris coming in with a $20 super chat says, loving the hat. Hey, isn't that? I'm wearing a Blue Jays hat too. That's. The world works. The Lord works in mysterious ways, I should say. But Vino saying, loving the hat. Took my 8-year-old to Rogers last Sunday, Monday. Met Bo and Vladdy on the field during closed stadium batting practice. They are what baseball players should be. Super nice dudes. Took the time with the kids. Wow. That's amazing. What a great story. Thank you for the super chat and the story. Sam asking what the P.O. Box is. P.O. Box 292, Lapeer, Michigan 48446. If anybody wants to send me anything to open, fan mail, friend mail. If you got a mystery box or something you want me to open on the channel, give it a review. Put it out there for the people. Let them know where to get it. Usually when people send me mystery boxes, viewers of the channel, they tend to sell out pretty quickly after I showcase them. Beast, what's up? I just want to hang out with the chat for a minute if you guys are okay with that. Ray says, Top sent me an email that the J-Rod card of the month was an error because it didn't have the rookie symbol on it, so they're sending a... Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, there's... That seems like a very simple oversight. Like, make sure you get... Like, I mean, that... Okay, that's already... When you're doing graphic art in a program like Photoshop or whatever, which let's just assume that these are done on Photoshop because it's easy to say that name. So let's say they made this on Photoshop. I mean, there's no rookie insignia on here, but I would assume that there's a layer of, okay, we got Tops as a layer. We've got Montgomery Club as a layer. We've got a team name as a layer. We can just go in and change that. We've got this little background thing as a layer, and then the player's photograph as a layer, right? So the rookie RC should be a layer in your Photoshop program that is just there, and it's like, that's part of it, and then you just sub out the things that change. The image, the name, and the team. And then that, like, I would assume that that's it. So lots of boo-boos being made. And I get it. Everybody's just human. We're all just human. It's not that big of a deal, but when you own a company, I can imagine that it would be extreme. Oh, thanks. There's $5,000 in revenue right out the door that we could have used for, I don't know, raises for the employees, bonuses, which is not going to do that, but they could. J-Rod card's been going up and up and up. Yeah, he is the truth. He's so good that he single-handedly, like, if it wasn't for J-Rod, that team is really nice, and I do like the Mariners. I think they're going to be, like, there's a couple of up-and-coming young teams that I really am enjoying right now, the Orioles and the Mariners, because I like how they did it the way that it should be done in baseball, which the way that the Tigers should have done it. If we had any kind of competent leadership, it would have been done just like that, and they tried, but they failed. You've got these high-end draft picks that are super elite at one or multiple things. And when you suck for a few years in a row and you can accumulate these guys and draft players based on when they're going to be ready so that we can establish this young team all in a, within a 1 to 2 year span, let's say. We start bringing guys up like Adley, Mountcastle, Adley, Gunner, and they're all fitting in as pieces of the puzzle coming in strategically. And you can go on the other side and you can look at Seattle and with Kelnick and J-Rod, and they've got, Logan. There's a few prospects that are coming into their own, all kind of according to plan. Kelnick didn't work out, but that's going to happen. You're going to have that prospect who fizzles out or doesn't pan out at all. That's why you kind of have to be bad for like a decade or 6 years to have the misses, the dart throws that just totally miss the board. And I really like the way that Seattle went about business and bringing in a couple of pieces at the deadline to where they are a playoff team now. They can compete. They have 2 aces. Really, you kind of need 2 aces to make it into the playoffs, first of all, and to have a chance to win it all. Because if you have 2 aces, you have a chance to win the whole thing. You can win without 2 aces, but man, does it help. Gunner does look like a good prospect. Yeah. Yep, the Mariners have had a few misses. Everybody has a few misses. You know, the Orioles have had a few misses. I'm going to open this up. We got one more package, then we'll get into the break, guys. This is from Rooster. A little bit of fan mail. Let's see what's up. I think that's what it is. Favorite baseball player? Well, it was Tatis. I think he's... It's hard to say that he's my favorite right now when he hasn't played in like a year and then all the nonsense that's happened. But he was my favorite. Right now I'm kind of floating in the ether of like, oh, you know who might be my favorite player? This is going to be weird. This guy. Spencer Strider. I'm loving him. And I got the refractor first here. I think this was some friend mail. Unfortunately, I have a hard time like remembering all of the cards that I got. Whether I opened them or bought them, or they came from friends, or they came from breaks, or they came from... Like, it's kind of hard to keep track of all that, especially for the years that I've been doing it. And of course, there's this. The spread of a powerful honor. Orange, red, green, another red, base, rainbow foil, retail blue, gold foil, and gold. I mean, how hot is that? I love seeing a rainbow. Look at that. It's not a complete rainbow. We're still missing some of the, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Independence Day, some other hard to pull parallels, camo, vintage stock. So if anybody has them. Strider may not have good ERA some years, but insane strikeout numbers. We'll see about that ERA. I think he's below 3 right now, isn't he? He's on my fantasy team. Which is how I grow, like my love for some people grow. It grows because of that. They're on my fantasy team. I get to watch them every day, see what they're doing. Oh, Strider's pitching tonight. He has a 2.87 ERA, 1.03 whip, 158 Ks through 106 innings. Dude is crazy. He's 8-4 because he didn't start the year as a starter. Strider's crazy. He's awesome. Mr. Striker, been watching and enjoying your videos for quite some time. Very informative material. Wanted to send a few cards to you. Sending 4 first cards. Sandy Alomar, Greg Maddux, Sweet Lou. Hope this fits into your personal collection with the recent Tatis ordeal. You might need a new go-to card. Rooster Terrier. Thank you. Check it out. Everybody wants to see the Secret K collection. You guys are good. One day, you'll see it. I'm building it up like it's this special thing. I'm going to have to come up with a funny way to show it so it's not a letdown. I guess any K collection is something. Something to show. Sandy Alomar Jr. Here we have it. Pinnacle. Team 2000. I do have some Sandy Alomar Juniors in my old school collection for sure. He was one of my guys. One of my guys I collected when I was younger. Is the mic volume a little bit better today? Dollar Box Bangers. Was that from you? I knew. I pulled it out and I'm like, I don't remember how or who got this for me. And it's weird that it's sitting right here. Greg Maddux. Look at Maddux as a cub. Skinny. Young gentleman. Sweet Lou. Nostalgia in that card. soon to be Hall of Famer. And the special card. San Diego Chicken. That's great. The famous San Diego Chicken. Performed at more than 8,500 sporting events. Has visited 8 countries, 4 continents, and all 50 states. Named by Sporting News as one of the top 100 most powerful people in sports of the 20th century. What a crock. That really makes me disrespect Sporting News. I mean, I guess if it's a joke. Maybe. Is this chicken really that one of the most powerful sporting figures? And it's not a person. It's a mascot. I think that's Sporting News. Ridiculous. That's a ridiculous take. There's probably 100 people like in, I don't know, MLB alone or any sport alone who are more powerful than the chicken. But it's the San Diego Chicken. All right. The mascot, maybe, what if that mascot is the one that gave him ringworm? Like rubbing all up on him right after he's rubbing on somebody else. Ugh. All right, folks, are we ready? Let's get Espinal out of here. Much better volume. Okay, good mic today. Good. Yeah, I adjusted the gain just a little bit. You don't want to mess around too much with the gain because then you can get some peaking and that's no fun. Spice of life mixer. Everybody knows that variety is the spice of life. That's what we're doing. A variety mixer. All right, come on over. Let's do the mix. Oh, got one thing to show you too before we do this. We got enough people in here. Let me know what you think. I got something to show you. Ready? Set the scene. A little build-up of the music. I had an artist render this for me. Would you buy a shirt with this on it? What do you think? Hit me straight. Is it good? Does it suck? Awesome? 5 stars? 1 star? I need some feedback. But I think you may know where the inspiration came for this. You may have this card. I mean, similar. A card similar to this in your collection. But I'm liking it. At the very least, that's going to be on the business card. Series 4 business card. At the very least. And at the most, we're going to take this and make it global. You want one? You want one in a custom SB hat? Red Sox King says, it's good, but I don't buy YouTubers merch. Well, that's a shame. I was going to buy... What was that? I was going to buy Red Sox King something. Can't remember what it was. You think it needs more muscle? Maybe. I mean, look at those traps. The traps alone. You'd take juiced off? Okay. Well, that's like... That's the character, though. The character is juiced. Juice. Boil it. Ooh, Bill's got some ideas. He says, will it come with an SP, SSP, and SSSSSSSS? Serious traps and thighs, yeah. I mean, the abs are on spot. They're spot on as well. Biceps looking good. Pectoral muscles pulsating with juice. The whole point, see, juiced is on there for a reason. You think the biceps need to be bigger? Iconic card, yeah. Too soon for yeah, see, I've been working on this since before that. Put striker on the front. Is that supposed to be tight? No, it's supposed to be so that's the character. That's the logo, right? That's the guy on the logo. It's not supposed to be me. I don't want it to say striker. It's just my guy. It's the logo. It's like a caricature of Striker Break. That would be hilarious though. I like your idea. Like, for each version, he just gets more and more jacked. Like the SP, he's just even more juiced. And then the SSP, it's like absurd. Just like the special little emojis that you can use. How they get, like, as you progress in the membership, the avatar, he gets more and more jacked. I don't know if you guys noticed that. You probably didn't notice because it's like an SP version, you know, only so many people. I think it's a 6-month membership, 6 months in a row. He gets like the little character. See how Ryan has that guy? He has juice up there. He gets like more obscenely ripped as it goes on. Superfractor. Yeah, I do have an S because he represents Striker Breaks. All right. So that's why the S is on the hat. But if I put Striker on the front, that would like imply that that's supposed to be me when it's not. That's the Bo Jackson bat break, says Donnie. Anyway, wanted to show you that. And it's not like I can easily just like change something. I have an artist that I have to pay to do stuff like that. All right, let's get this show on the road. Only 26 minutes in, and we're going to do the randomization. If I can find how to share the screen now. Everything's so weird. There we go. We're going to mix it up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh yeah, that's what I just remembered. Red Sox King, we were talking about if you were a prospect. That's what I would buy your first card. Now what? Grab the team buy-ins. Grab the buy-ins. Copy them. Go to random.org. Paste them in. Spice of life description. Rolling the dice. 7. And we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Sorting A to Z, and here are your teams. Diamondbacks, Jacques S. Braves, Ricky W. Orioles, Will S. Red Sox, Matt M. Cubs, Bo H. White Sox, Colin L. Reds, Jim S. Guardians, Rob V. Rockies, Eric A. Tigers, Steve M. Astros, Evan R. Royals, Braden T. Angels, Mike W. Dodgers, Colin S. Marlins, Joe N. Brewers, Reggie J. Twins, Taylor T. Mets, John R. Yankees, Kayla J. Athletics, Colby S. Phillies, Kelvin M. Pirates, Don B. Padres, Robert H. Look at that, Robert. Isn't that special? Got your Padres. Giants Enrique A, Mariners Kevin O, Cardinals Ted S, Rays Tony S, Rangers Hal J, Blue Jays Mike S, and Nationals John G. Good luck. Bye. Let me drop a link. Here's a link to the spreadsheet. You can check out your teams, just like so. John Brady with a $2 super says, "Hey brother, been gone a while. How have you been?" Great to see you, man. You have been gone a little while. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well too. Swing by more often. Need more legends in the chat. And Hero3 says, don't forget to like. Is he supposed to look like an anime character? It's just the artist style. All artists have a different style. He's just supposed to be my logo to look in a certain way. Like everybody has in mind, like if you want to hire an artist or a graphic designer or something to do something, you have something in your mind, but to be able to portray that to the person and have them have them pump out what's in your mind is next to impossible to get it exactly the way you want it. But man, he came really close. I mean, he did a great job. I'm super impressed. I'm going to hire him to do more work. And he's not even an anime guy. He's just like a regular artist. It doesn't look that, and the face has a little bit of that look, but it's not that bad. I don't know if you guys have hired people to do custom artwork before, but it can be tricky to get things exactly right. But this guy, I mean, he's like 99.9% of what I wanted. I'm happy. Hi, Jesse. Okay, let's get rolling. I say we start with a stack of packs. It's a laid back break, like I was saying earlier. A lower end, lower dollar buy-in, but there is a ceiling with the break. So I designed it with a few guaranteed autographs, with the most variety possible, with a potential ceiling of like Bowman. We've got some Bowman first mega hits that we could get, and we've got some 2018 stuff in here. So there in 2019, there's a ceiling still. This is pack number 1, Jesse. So you'll have to see. You'll have to see what we pull. It's all gonna start right now. Rowdy rookie. We'll be putting up some rookies on the stage today. It's kind of a rookie chase type of situation. Gold. Afternoon Rooster. Just opened your package. I don't know if you saw that. You should rewind to the beginning. And thank you. Mike Montgomery's the gold. Al Kaline, Mookie, Doc. There's no Tawny Cup card. I'd like to get that in the gold. I think that would be pretty fire. Or an Independence Day. Imagine that in an Independence Day parallel. Jordan says, my first stream. It's a good day. Glad you're here. Oh, it's all good, John, man. I just appreciate you being here. 2019 Topps Chrome. We got some pinks in no particular order for the openings today. Pink potential. Lots of good rookies and second year cards come out of 2019 Chrome for the newbies. It's an excellent, excellent year. You can get Kyle Tucker rookies. Look how young he looks in that pose, too. Oh, do we put that one? I'm gonna put him up there just because I just feel like Ozzy Albies, second year Chrome. Thanks, JB. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Mike Trout Prism. What a nasty card. I love that one. That's... We talk about it all the time, but you get a Mike Trout Prism. Just put it in the pile for when you submit, when you're going to make a submission. As long as it, you know, it has to be up to par, of course. No scratches. Centered at least 60-40. But you take a card that just, it's a, I don't even know what year. That would be like a 8th year Trout. But in a Prism, it's a PSA 10. Could be $100 plus. You found that Kyle Tucker in the dollar bin at your shop a week ago? Yeah, I found that in my collection too. Because when 2019 came out, Tucker wasn't even like called up yet. I mean, he made an appearance, but he wasn't like on the big club. Remember, he danced around quite a bit between the minors and the bigs. Couldn't quite get it together. So people weren't like, he was the guy that people were looking for a while. I think he was in Series 1. Tucker, I believe, was a Series 1 release. Not 100% on that, but there's Laser. Yeah, he was definitely Series 1. So at that point, when Series 1 released, there wasn't a lot of guys to look for. It was kind of like Tucker. Yeah, they do allow 60-40 centering. That's what they say. Everything else has to be spot on. It's a combination of flaws that lead to a downgrade. It's not just like, hey, your centering's perfect, you're going to get a 10. You could have 60-40 centering and then everything else is perfect and get a 10. Or you could have 50-50 centering and then you got like a little tiniest little soft corner and then everything else is perfect. You could still get a 10. I've seen all sorts. That's awesome. That's like what I want. That's just what I wanted. Is that a different pose for Shohei? Hold on a second. I just asked for this. No, yeah, it's a different pose, but it's still his cup card. That's a banger. You're going to want to send that away too. Most likely. Pink Parallel Otani Cup. 2nd year Chrome. Beautiful. Snellington. All right, let's check this out. 2020. I'll talk a little bit about each release, just so because people are always wondering what should I buy. If you're here and you're wondering what kind of card should I buy, what kind of baseball card should I buy, everything in this break right here is good in one way or another, and I'll explain why. 2020 Series 1, bunch of good rookies. Bo Bichette, Jordan, Gavin Lux, Randy Arozarena. There's a whole bunch of good rookies in. You get Tatis Cup cards. There's some good 2nd year Cup cards in here as well. And it's affordable. It's a very affordable release. Most flagship releases end up being affordable for one reason or another. There's the Vlad Cup card. See, it's not just the rookies you're looking for here. You also get some nice 2nd year ones. Chrome Turkey Reds out of the value pack. This is the value pack. And it's got the best dollar per parallel odd. So not to mention all the regular rookies you can get, but if you do go the retail route like this, the turkeys have their own, the Turkey Red parallels have their own checklist, which includes some of the big rookies that we're looking for. I have that the Bow Turkey in a PSA 10. I believe I have the Chrome. I might have both the Chrome and the regular. But I really dig the Chrome turkeys. Topps 3D sold out today. Okay, gotcha. Series 2, 2018 Series 2. The significance of this release is Otani rookies. And also the Bat Down Acuna SP, which is one of the most desirable Ronald Acuna Jr. rookies that you can get. And SP of, you can get Otani SPs out of here too. SP means short print. and they're produced in way less of a quantity than the regular rookie. So they hold a premium. Aaron Judge, Dwight Gooden. It's a cool Trout. Long Ball Legends. Ooh, blue. That's a blue Aaron Judge parallel. That's actually a somewhat desirable parallel to get. People like to put this Aaron Judge collection together, and then the next step is the blue collection, and there's also black, which is the hardest to get. But that's a pretty sweet blue Judge. '20 Topps Chrome. Similar to what we said about 2020 Series 1, except it's even better because you get Luis Robert rookies in this, and they're not in Series 1. Luis Robert rookies are in Series 2, which as a release, in whole, 2020 Series 2 is a letdown release. A lot of people are excited initially about Luis Robert, but then there's really nothing else in there. And there's so many Series 2 Lou Bob rookies that have been submitted to PSA and gemmed up that the value of those is pretty low. Do I like the Guardian? Guardian? Do I like the Guardian? As a news publication? Isn't that like a... Or are you... Wait, you're talking about Cleveland Guardians? Division rivals, so I'm not like a big Guardians fan. Oh, that's nice. Dustin May Refractor rookie. I'm gonna put that on the stage. As far as pitchers go, not bad. Because he's pretty unhittable when he's on. Tony Gonsolin, there was some news about him today. He's not progressing from his forearm injury. Gotcha. Yeah, Jordan. We're looking for a pink Jordan out of this pack right here. I think that's the big one. Pink Jordan, pink Bo, pink Robert. 3 big cards that we could pull. Oh, I do like that. Acuna, pink Acuna. We're getting some nice secondary, not rookie parallels so far, but good, like, stars. I kind of feel like that should go on it. If that's the kind of party we're throwing. We're throwing a parallel party and a regular rookie party. We're all dying to know how you feel about British journalism, Striker. Yeah, I have opinion. But we're not gonna go there because I don't want him to shut the stream down. How do you feel about the Guardian? Well, where do I begin? 2021 Series 1. This one just came out, so you probably know what's in here. Wander. One of the best values you can get. A hanger box. It also protects the cards. That's a benefit. See that nice little pocket that they put them in? Same kind of value with a value pack in the hanger box. However, the cards are more protected in the hanger box. So if you had a choice, probably go that route. There's actually like a tiny little bit more value in the value pack. Just a tiny bit. I don't know that it's even worth. It depends on what. See, here's the thing. It also, if you're going back in time, let's say for example 2018 Topps Update. If you're going that route, then the hanger boxes are quite a bit more expensive. So the value isn't equal anymore. The value ends up being in the value pack rather than the hanger box. But if you take into consideration protecting your cards and having potential gems to send away, probably want to go the hanger box route. Guardians good this year? I wonder what... I don't think they have... 61.9% chance of making the playoffs for the Guardians. I don't think... honestly, I'm not big on the Guardians. I like that guy. I mean, that's the guy who doesn't get nearly enough love from the industry, from the collectibles, baseball card industry, or baseball in general. People don't... I mean, when you're talking about best players in the league, he kind of gets overlooked a lot. There's just too many good teams this year. There's too many elite teams to like get behind the Guardians. But then again, that's how I felt last year about not getting behind the Braves. That was a mistake. Bryce Harper, Chrome. Stars of MLB. Put him in the secondary good card pile. Christian Walker, Rainbow Foil, Votto. Can we get Wander out of here? Let's see. Bunch of horizontals. There's Reed Detmers. Bunch of horizontals. Look at them all. Ugh. I hate horizontals. All of these are horizontal. What are you doing? You're killing me, Topps. '2021 update. This release features Andrew Vaughn, Jared Kelenic, Akil Baddoo, and others. You should be able to get this for a very affordable price. You have a choice between this and Chrome Update. Chrome Update's going to cost you quite a bit more, but I'd probably go that route. Oh yeah, Jonathan India as well. That's a big one. Don't want to leave him out. King, I believe you are correct, sir. Yeah, Christian Walker having a nice season. Yeah. You know, as far as underappreciated teams, I think the Diamondbacks are underappreciated. They're not like world beaters or anything, but I kind of like what they got going maybe a little bit. Especially Corbin Carroll. He could be a game changer for them. Kind of like Luis Robert. I don't know that he has the power. Not Luis Robert. Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez. He doesn't have the power that Julio has. Rainbow Foil. Nick Madrigal. Cool throwback design. There's Vlad. A couple of retail exclusives here. Oh, I like that. Mountcastle rookie. I don't know if I've seen that one before. But he's a big piece of that team that's getting overshadowed by Adley. Mountcastle is a baller. He's like, you put him in the 4 and he's got grand slam power. So if you get on base, like you're getting Cedric Mullins, he's getting on base a lot. And if you got those bases loaded for Mountcastle, he can come through. No reason why he can't. Also with the update series, you get a lot of rookie debuts, for example. Just past the Joe Dell rookie debut. So if any of the 2021 guys pan out, end up being superstars, and then rookie debuts come out of update, that's a product that could appreciate in value. Same with the Topps Chrome update. That's one that could appreciate. Vaughn's looking like a real good hitter. What do we want to do? How about some guaranteed autos on the board? We'll do this. One of my favorite. $1 per autograph. This is one of the best products that there is. Optic 2021. The checklist is not bad either. There's a bunch of rated prospect autographs that you can get out of here, and some good rookies too. I believe like Wander and Julio have rated prospect cards in here. Torkelson. Jimenez, looking good. Yeah, he's good. He's a lot better than I thought he'd be. What do you think of Andrew Vaughn? Yeah, I don't know from a defensive standpoint where he fits. Probably a first baseman, but they have Abreu, so is he an outfielder? Is he a DH? Like, that's the tricky thing. But as far as a major league hitter goes, he's a guy who can bat close to 300, hit you 30 home runs, and get 100 RBIs. He's still really young, too, but I feel like he's that kind of player. Wyatt with a $5 super chat says, love your stream, Strike. Any thoughts on Platinum Anniversary Chrome these days? Haven't seen you rip it recently, but still loving it for the PC. As the price has gone down on that, it's getting more and more desirable. An easy way to look at those is, how much does it cost for an autograph? And when it was $150 for quite a while. You can get it for less than $125. I think for a hobby box. I would not dabble in anything other than hobby. Unless you're trying to put together some kind of retail rainbow or something, or like the rainbow with the retail exclusive parallels, which it's more of a set builder's collection. That's why I'm not including a ton of it into the breaks because of that, but it is a good product for breaks because of how it kind of expands the ability for certain teams to get hits and autographs. Some nice autographs in there. It's a good product, and I'm looking to get a little bit more if I can get it for a good price. Because if you can get it for, especially if it ever gets around like $100 for a hobby box, that would be in line with the $100 per auto, which is pretty standard for a Topps licensed autograph. Around $100 for an auto, which is why for $90 plus shipping and tech, let's just say $100 for 2 autos for Topps Fire. That's seeming like a pretty good deal. Florial, Snake Skin. So not only does this have 3 autographs, but a bunch of numbered cards too. Kim, rated rookie to 88. Molina to 110. Tremel, lower numbered one, to 45. 21 of 45. And Snell to 45 as well. Autograph. Christian Pache, rated rookie. All the autographs are numbered to at least 99 or lower as well. Good looking card. And that one is going to Ricky. We've got a lot of people asking for light. Treat your fellow hitters, slammers, and all-around legends. Treat them right. Give them a like. Give me a like. And it also gives them a like because they're asking for it, so they're part of this. Tucker Davidson, another Atlanta hit, and Tanner Hoke. That one's going to Boston. Matt. What is going on? This too? Usually I can fit one under there. Horizontally. And then that judge is just a refractor. About. Get into some 2022 Bowman. You can find this stuff still for retail. It's about the best thing you can buy from a baseball card standpoint, value standpoint. 2022 Bowman. And if I did have a recommendation, of what to like hold and stash that will appreciate in value, right here. And also the mega boxes. The mega boxes tend to appreciate faster, because they include parallels that are, those Mojo parallels probably have about a 25% premium over like a regular base. 25 to 50% premium. And Wyatt with a $5 super says, love the platinum anniversary for its variety of players, old and new, awesome color, etc. Has me back into baseball and collecting. Go Twins. Love to hear it. I think I might have one box. I do have one box of it. So I'll include that in the breaks coming on sometime soon. I want to do 2 tomorrow. The goal is to do 2 breaks tomorrow. I'm waiting for some cards to get here. Hopefully they show up by then, and then we can do a couple of nice breaks. A couple of high rollers, probably, because this is a low roller. We're looking for firsts. And a Wander rookie to boot. Has anybody pulled this card in a parallel in the chat? Who do you have winning it all this year? I like the Padres, but that's my heart. But who I think will really... Something tells me it's going to be like one of these teams that nobody's really talking about, but that is really good still. Like the Astros. The Astros are way good, and nobody's talking about them or giving them any credit. They've got it all covered. Starting pitching, offense. I'm not a bullpen guy, but I assume their bullpen's good too. So like I think the Astros could do it. They definitely could do it. Sneak up on people. The Dodgers, obviously, that's the easy answer. But my gut doesn't say Dodgers this year. My gut last year said Dodgers. And that was wrong. Braves are right in it. The Braves could easily do it again. Let's see. I know I'm like skating around the question because there's so many good teams. In my opinion, there's like 9 teams that could win it. And I'm saying like legit could win it. I'll name them off. Padres, Dodgers, Cardinals, Mets, Braves, Phillies, Astros, Yankees, Blue Jays. I don't know how many teams that was, but they all could do it. I left out Tampa. I left out Cleveland. I left out Seattle. Seattle could do it, but I'm not putting them in that like easily. I could see easily them doing it. I think they a little too young, a little too like the starting pitching, although it is good. It's definitely good. I don't know if it can take them to the promised land because Robbie Ray, while he can have moments of brilliance, he can also just implode. Tony's got Tampa Bay, so you got a couple of stand-worthy Tampa Bay cards out of this box. Khalil 3D. There's a wood paper. JD, hi-fi. A 2 parallel box. Let's go. Purple. Misael Gonzalez. At least it's a first. Card like this could sneak up on you. Make sure you take care of a card like this. Like, he could be the next Acuna, for all you know. And it's a parallel. So if this guy ends up panning out, the first parallel, even though it's paper, he's young enough, he's tall enough, and gosh darn it, people like him. But yeah, I don't know. Just, it's possible. That's the beauty of Bowman. You open a Bowman release, you've got like 3 years of potential to just see what happened. You got a guy who's 18 in there. You got like 3 years to see if it works out. Or you got quite a few boxes left, but 2020 UK edition. Get a couple good parallels out of here. It's a good checklist. A lot, Ricky. It's an expensive box. You pay about as much for that as you would like a hobby box. Oh, Let's Turn 2 got it. Good. I do a lot of stuff like that. I assume that there'll be one or two people that'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Have you ever pulled a Trout auto? Yeah, B Phil. Go check out my website, strikerbreaks.com. I've got a section called Hall of Hits, and I try to put most of the good hits up there. Kind of fun to scroll through and see some of the fire we've pulled. What's the deal with UK edition? Well, it's limited production. It's supposed to be geared more towards like a UK audience. It's got some landmarks and cultural things that appeal to them. It's got a special little British flag in the corner, and you get quite a few parallels per box and numbered parallels. And there's one right there. They're unique, and people that collect, like a lot of times somebody will collect one guy. Let's say Bo Bichette. If you're a Bo Bichette collector, eventually you're going to get to the point where you want the UK cards. You want the UK parallels. Because if you collect a rainbow situation where you want like all the different ones, you'll get to the point where you want the UK one, and there's not a lot of them. If you go and look on eBay, like try to find, a Bo Bichette UK parallel whatever one, there'll be some, but not a ton. So, and it's affordable. It's very affordable. That was kind of the key, when I do these variety breaks, I try to get as much variety of good stuff as I can. And this is a good variety for a low amount of money. I've never opened one of those, Nacho Man. Nacho Man says the Japanese cherry blossom parallels are nice. I do appreciate a cherry blossom. So I'd probably like it. You like Topps Japan more for the Otanis? Yeah. Let's turn 2. Good. Yeah, it's like a demographic age thing. Like, did you watch Saturday Night Live in the 90s? If so, you'll probably like this channel. I've never heard of that strategy, Chris. He says, do you guys think a monotone is a good strategy? Like all the greens of a player's prospect and rookies. That would be cool. I like that. I like the idea. Yeah, I wish I would have had more Gunnar Henderson too. I know if I go back through my collection, I'll find some Gunnar prospect cards that I didn't even know I had. So this is like the UK, like you get stuff like this. Shakespeare card. Tony Gonsolin. So we'll try to find a Bo. Try to find Luis Robert. The checklist here is like a combination of Series 1 and Series 2. I don't know if Update is in this or not. I can never remember. But you get kind of the best of both worlds. It's a better checklist, in my opinion, than if you were to just get a box of Series 1 and Series 2, You'd have 700 cards to go through, whereas this checklist is more condensed. You get Margaret Thatcher, a lovely woman. Kim. I don't have a lot of commentary on anything UK, so I'm just grasping at straws. Like, Isambard Kingdom Brunel. You know, I got nothing funny to say about this. Although the top hat is pretty clutch. And the dangling timepiece, strategically dangling, you know, they were doing some things back then. Luis Robert. They've always been doing things with the strategic dangle. Stand-worthy card. Colin, congratulations. I bet you don't have that Lou Bob in your collection. No data. Do not do it. It's doing that. It's pulling this like every once in a while. The data will just stop. No idea why. Hold on. Try this. My webcam frame like just gone. Oh well. I'll have to figure it out some other time. It just gave me a no data signal, but everything's fine now. Here's another one. Purple parallel. Out of a normal release, the only time you get a purple parallel like this out of a flagship release is the Meyer exclusive. So this is kind of a unique. They're all unique. 43 out of 50 Buster Posey. Posey's highly collectible too. Like a lot of people love Posey. Every time I pull a good Posey, I get comments of people like wanting to buy it. Kyle Lewis. Toro rookie. Another parallel. See what I'm talking about? And that actually, that's a hot looking parallel. It looks like an Independence Day. It's got to be the Big Ben parallel to 99. See Big Ben in the background. You like the look of that purple? Yeah, Sawyer likes that. Whoa. Is that a famous Isambard Kingdom Brunel quote? If we must have heroes and wars wherein to make them, there is no war so brilliant as a war with the wrong, no hero so fit to be snug as he who has gained the bloodless victory of truth and mercy. Oh, I imagine he said it. Vlad Cup card. There it is. Jordan. We're putting them up there. Bo, Jordan, and Luis Robert all get a piece of the stage action. Deservingly. Grisham rookie. Savale rookie. Cease rookie. Like 3 nice ones back to back to back. That's debatable. He's my guy, but he hasn't been doing well this season. I think he's better than what he's done this season. Maybe he's surrounded by too much talent and he's just overwhelmed. Like, I mean, I'm good, but these guys are really good. Zach Gallen rookie. He's got a great rookie checklist. UK. Oh. No, that's a Riley feud. That's right. Riley was 2019. I believe this release started in 2020 because there's 2020 and 2021, but I don't think there's a 2019. Oh, it's Isaac Newton. Pete Cup. At one point, I wanted to open up a whole case of this, but then I forgot about it till just now. When I'm seeing the checklist and the potential with parallels. How many good cards there are, how many parallels you get, how cheap the box is. It's got me thinking, again, like that would be a good thing to case rip. Especially if one of them takes off. Like, let's say one of these rookies in here wins an MVP. This would be it'd get a lot better. Stonehenge. And if you're wondering, all these are like random cards. Will just be randomly inserted into people's packages. I don't like how I have to flip the cards around every other card. That's annoying. Really annoying. But other than that, it's a great release. Kim's okay. Not my favorite. He gets the job done, I suppose. Not as good as I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be a lot better. I thought he was going to be like a top of the order guy whose bats like 300. Good defensive, you know. Still time for that, I guess. Oh, that's a very beautiful looking card. Yamaguchi. I like the blue on blue there. To 75. That one's going to Mike. Has an Allen Ginter feel. I see why you say that. With those weird cards, yeah. Not quite as weird. No minis to speak of. No species or fossils or anything like that, but yeah. Got some weirdness to it. All right. I'm not going to do a case break of this. A PC one, because this flipping is for the birds. That alone. British Museum. Another Pete Cup. Clarity. Dude. There's one thing that makes me on that just right on the edge of flipping out. It's flipping the cards around like this. I have to breathe slowly, like to try to get my heart rate to go down, or else I'll explode. Oh, thank God. Prince Charles comes up and just makes everything calm and legit. Look at all those medals. I bet he earned every one of them doing heroic, valorous things. Randy. Bo. We got Bo. Okay. The frustration was starting to peak again. And then Bo helped. Bring us back down to the baseline, Bo. With your flair. And those locks. Okay. Got through it. That much flipping is absurd. Quite a bit left. Box it clearly. Which reminds me. All of my clearly authentic cards, the auctions ended. And I'll probably make a little video about it just to show the results. I told people I would. Greenskeeper using his 11-month member chat says, about time for some fire, isn't it? Cheerio. I think you're right. Starting right here with a green Greg Deichmann. That's an eBay 101. 99 of 99. Check it out. Going to the Cubs. Bo. All right, here we got a ceiling, folks. 2018 high number. If you know who came out of 2018, you'll know why this is good. Soto. Cunha. Ohtani. Glaber, I guess. He's doing better this year. What did the Carew end up selling for? I don't know. I don't remember the prices on anything, but it did much better than, like, as a whole, it did much better than I thought. And it did much better than anybody in the chat thought. Still didn't, I don't want to give too much away. I'm going to leave it, I'm going to let it sit right there, and you guys can stew on it, because I do want to make a little video showing the results. And I'll put it this way, it didn't deter me from wanting to buy another case and run it back. It actually, it made me want to do it more. Come on. That was rough. Nothing in. Rough box. I guess it makes up for the one where we got like all three of the big rookies out of it. Let's try this. 2021 Bowman Draft. This is a light box. So we've got Ray Wave parallels, a refractor in every pack, and the last box we opened, I think, had 2 or 3 regular parallels also in it. So, ceiling. Who's in that? Yeah, the big 3 of 2018. Acuna, Soto, and Ohtani. You need to rip a case of Spider-Man metal. Eric, what are you doing to me? I want to. You're trying to encourage me to do something that I can't afford. I really want to. I love those cards, dude. I'm going to do another box. A case, probably not going to be able to pull that, but you just pulled an Industry Conference J-Rod auto. Whoa. That's bad. That's bad. Sawyer says if I had unlimited money, I would buy a case. But yeah, me too. I'd buy it and rip it and then buy one and hold it. Because that product, you guys, listen, I'm not an expert on Marvel cards. Although I'm learning. I'm learning a lot. I've been watching a lot. Look we got a gold in here. And I think that those cards are going to be $1,000 a box before we know it. I don't know how much time is going to have to go by. But eventually, and maybe sooner than you think, they'll be $1,000 a box. Gold. Big potential, folks. Pedro Leon, 2 of 50. Beautiful gold, followed by a Ray Wave, Nick York. Evan, congratulations on the Pedro. 1 pack, 3 PMGs. Yeah, that's possible, but usually that's not supposed to happen that way. 3 PMGs in 1 pack. But the best part about it is there's a lot of different cards. Like every box pretty much has at least 1 card that's worth a bunch of money. And there is 5 to 6 figure potential. I don't know about 6, but 5-figure potential out of any given box. You get a PMG or any numbered Spider-Man, and there's a bunch of different Spider-Mans. First of all, you're going to want to get that graded. You don't want to just sell that card. But Wolverine or Spider-Man, get those ones graded. You should probably do that with a lot of them. But see, with those metal cards, the QC gets a little funky because of the nature of the card. There can be quite a bit of chipping on the edges. And with the precious metal gems, I mean, it's all in the name. They are very precious and fragile. So you're going to end up with some chipping. You might end up with a tiny little soft corner on your gems. So getting a 10 is not, it's not in the realm of like, yeah, I could get a 10 on that. I think the 10s are like super, super rare. So if you get like an 8, you can be like, yeah, sweet. You know, this good quality card. Brady House first. We got another parallel. See what I was talking about? These light boxes are awesome. Blue Painter. Andrew Painter. Going to the Phillies. Kelvin. They've already gone up. Since I bought mine, I got mine for $550. And that was the day before release. They're already at $700. If you can find them. Blowout won't even let you buy them on the website. You got to contact them specially to buy a case, and I don't think they even have individual boxes. I think it's like cases only, and the only place I saw that had them available is Dave and Adams. People are buying those up, and they're stashing them, and they're ripping them. Combination of two things is going to make the supply just dwindle. They're very limited production anyway. The combination of all those factors, I think, is going to make it, $1,000 box in the short term. But I'm just guessing. Don't take my word for that and then go out and buy one and have it go down to $550 next week or something. I don't know. Jay Allen first is good. There's Painter. There's Marcelo. Brennan Beck. Refractor first. You got a Benny Raywave, Donald says. Nice. Your LCS had it for $400 yesterday? Did you buy it? You could go buy that and then flip it. You can make like $100 easily, probably just flipping that. Bloop. $200. Carter Jensen refractor first. Or even just ripping it. At $400, there's enough value there to rip it and potentially have a lottery ticket on your hand. People pre-ordered them for $190. Well, great. Good for them. People pre-order stuff all the time for less than it costs. It's about having the connection to do so. It's about knowing what the product is, getting in on the ground floor. I didn't even hear about that until like the day before the release. I didn't even know it was a thing. So like if you're a Marvel collector, a card collector, memorabilia collector, you probably knew about that. And then if you could get it for $190, you probably bought as much as you could. But 2011 update was $60. It was probably $40 to pre-order. Brooks Gosween Raywave. It's the nature of this game. Knowing your lane. Knowing your lane, using the knowledge that you have to find that situation where you can pre-order it for $190 and then on release day it's worth twice that. And then it just keeps going up. You could have done that with countless products. Across all sports. Like almost ever. If there's a good rookie class in any sport across the board, like you can do that with almost anything. Marvel doesn't do a release that often. So they'll do like Marvel Masterpieces every 2 years, I believe. And that's typically the one that like what you can get. I think you can get precious metal gems out of that. But Marvel Metal, as far as I know, has only been released twice. I could be wrong there. But from what I've gathered, There was the original, like 1995 or whatever year that was, way long ago. And then there's this one. And it's this Spider-Man one has never been done. Marvel Metal Spider-Man. There was a Marvel Metal X-Men one that just released, 2021. But it had issues. A lot of collectors were... It's a premium product, and it's like holds a lot of value still. But a lot of collectors and industry insiders, people that are like in that game, had a lot of complaints about it. And they fixed a ton of the issues that people had. And the release got delayed for like a year. Hopefully it was because they were well, I don't know why, hopefully, but probably because they were working on all those little things to get it just right. It's a great release. Are there problems? Yeah, there's a couple of problems, if you want to call it that. You know, this character, the cropping isn't perfect, and they didn't have the black Spider-Man, the symbiote Spider-Man. Just, you know, very minor issues. But in general, a banging release. Marcelo first. Chrome. He's going on the stage. Go to Dave and Adams and type in like precious metal gems or something, and just look at the cards they have on there for that. And then you'll probably buy a box. Because there's 5-figure cards all over the place. Spencer Schwillenbach first. Austin Hendricks refractor. And another part of it is it's a completely different ball game from sports card collecting. Whereas people are buying, selling, trading all the time. And it feels like in the Marvel collectible world, people buy and hold because that's their baby. Like if you're a Spider-Man collector, you've got all your memorabilia and collectibles all over the place, and that's yours, and you're not selling. So to have a card that's a precious metal gem that's numbered to, there's only 90 of them, or 10 if you get a green. First of all, half of the boxes aren't even going to be opened for years. Second of all, the half that remain that are opened, people are going to be holding those cards in their collection and not wanting to sell. And third of all, some of the cards that they get, they're just going to go in a box. Nobody's ever going to see them or hear of them. So you're only going to have a couple available for the public to buy. So supply and demand kicks in. They're super desirable, and there's only one only comes up every once in a while to get. So they're going to pay a premium if you're a specific collector of Venom, let's say. Like you're the Venom guy. Well, there's only so many PMG Venom, and you got to have it. And then there's only so many high-grade ones, too. So, like, it's a beautiful thing. Tyler Black Green. Look at this box. We got 3 numbered parallels so far out of the box. Almost to 99. And it's not like, so let's say this green one right here, 48 and 99. Okay. Well, you could get a Tyler Black and a prospect card, then a rookie card, all different rookie cards, all different prospect cards, for second year card, third year card, fourth year card, tons of different ones you can get, right? There's only one Marvel Metal, Spider-Man edition. It's not like you could, I mean, maybe they come out with another one in a couple of years, but you're not getting a new release every month, every week, like baseball cards every 2 weeks, or football cards or basketball cards. So you just gotta, it's only limited supply. You gonna buy a big Wolverine card? I'd love to, but they're thousands of dollars, King. I've looked at them. That Wolverine where he's like super jacked and there's spikes and stuff coming out of him. If I could get that in like a red PMG, I just got tingly thinking about it. I'm not kidding. My whole body just got tingly thinking about it. Whew, I probably have goosebumps. I feel goosebumps all over from that. And that's how the other collectors feel too, which is why they can be super expensive, right? And I'm not even a collector. Like, imagine how those guys are feeling. I'm a semi-collector. I've got comic books. I've got, I love Wolverine's my favorite character. Got some merchandise, some T-shirts, and things like that. But I'm not like hardcore figurine collector or anything like that. This is a sweet Julio Refractor. It's just a prospect card, but man, that thing looks pretty centered. And that's a card you could send away. I'm going to put him in secondary, but I like it. Red Daredevil. Oh, man. The red Magneto looks so awesome. Yeah, Adam, they did. I'm going to make a video about it. I was talking about it earlier. And it was good. It went better than I thought. Another Marcelo. That's paper. This has been a great box. Freddie Valdez, Ray Wave. Cal Conley. That's a first refractor. Position player. Checking boxes. Yeah, I mean, I'm like way down on MCU. It's been like there's been so much garbage they've put out lately that I don't even care anymore. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Wolverine in there for sure. I don't know who's going to follow up Hugh Jackman. I mean, he nailed it. He nailed that character. Back to Heritage. Another high number. It's 2019 high number. So this one actually includes Austin Riley. I've been on an Austin Riley obsession. But you can get pretty much all of the Topps Chrome update, which we're going to do next. Most of those guys, if not all of them, are in here. Manny's got a Marvel Universe 1990 Wolverine foil. Wow. I'm actually looking forward. Well, it's going to be. There's been conflicting reports, but the Marvel Masterpiece collection probably next year will come out. But those cards are just gorgeous too. Those are the ones I pulled out of my collection from when I was a kid. I don't know if I've bought a pack of those or a box of them or what, but just the artwork's amazing. So detailed and beautiful. And some of the people don't like the cropping on a couple of those cards. My ideal cropping on a card is the 3/4, like maybe above the knees, right? But these are good. I like how this looks. I don't like the cropping on a card when it's like when you get the full player, head to feet, typically, unless it's something like that. Like that's special, right? With Trout saving a run. But typically I prefer more zoomed in crop on the card. And those Marvel cards I love the cropping on them. Zoomed in, so it's like a 3/4 body pose. Or maybe even like a little bit closer, just a little bit. You thought he was too pretty to play Wolverine? Pretty grizzled. I don't know. I liked it. I liked his portrayal. Could there be someone better? Absolutely. But he's just a great actor. Ugh. Like, I would have preferred somebody a little shorter, a little stockier, a little more grizzled, and a little deeper voice for Wolverine, just like, I don't like it. So, I can see what you're saying. Eloy rookie. And I don't think he did enough of the smelling as Wolverine. That's not up to him, probably, but you know how Wolverine's always like he smells something? Like he smells a bad guy coming? I would have liked just a little more of that. Like in the first one, he smelled out the chick that changes into everybody else. For some reason, I can't remember her name right now. Mystique. He sniffed out Mystique. Remember that? That was cool. I like that. Chavis. That Nate Lowe rookie there. Scratch off Barrio. Key Boom. Look at all the rook. Man, there's a ton. We got the Riley. Let's go. I like that card. He smelled Sabretooth. Yeah, he smelled Sabretooth. Yep. Like, if there's one guy he's going to sniff out, it's going to be Sabretooth. Punisher, he was banned in the release. I don't know why. I don't know how that works. But that's what I heard. There's always like some characters that are banned from releases. And he was one of them. It's our cloth special card. On a brighter note, we've got 2019 Topps Chrome update, hoping to pair Riley with his best buddy, Chrome Riley. Maybe even debut Riley. Heritage needs more parallels. I mean, I like parallels. I like how they added the red parallel into Heritage, but the release is not really supposed to be flashy. It's supposed to have the old school throwback feel. It's supposed to appeal to an older collector. So to have more parallels would, I mean, while I would like it, and while many of us would probably like it, I don't know that that is the purpose of that set. Of course, you get the hotbox parallels, right? Those are cool. Everybody loves the hotbox. So I think having less of a production and the same amount of parallels would go a long way. But yeah, I mean, I'd love it if they added a couple more parallels in there. Just, I don't know that that's what they're looking to do. Let's turn 2 says that won't even burn well. Oh, you're right. Put it on the fire and it just like gets brown. Doesn't even go up in flames. Duplantier. Vlad rookie. We've been super hot hitting these Vlad rookies. Chrome Vlad. This is his actual, like, legit rookie. The no number's technically a rookie, I guess. Or maybe it's not technically. Technically, I think it's a short print. But this one's actually numbered in the base set. So if you go by the standards of Beckett and how they determine a real rookie, to be numbered in the base set is part of how it is determined to be a rookie. And the no number Vlad is not numbered by its nature. So that's a good one. And Riley, I thought, yep. Scoot over. I told you we were going to put him next to his brother. Quite a few cards for Ricky today. Got that Acuna up there already. Got the Pache. You got like 4 stand-worthy cards. It's a Braves break. And we're only a couple packs in. This is the best product. Yeah, I love the way the parallels look in the Heritage, especially like the red ones or any kind of chrome. You know, the refractors, the chrome cards, they look awesome. The purple parallel hotbox cards look awesome. They look great. Maybe they're going to be doing like a Heritage Chrome set or something eventually. And Vlad debut. Wow. What a box. Every box is like this. Remember, we got an autograph out of the last box, too, of this. Brian Reynolds, Kevin Biggio. And the last pack of the break. Jimenez rookie debut. Giolito. All right. I mean, we hit the goal of just spreading it around. Getting a bunch of different good rookies. Got some parallels. Let's check them out. Both Chrome, Vlad rookie and debut. Riley Chrome rookie. Riley Heritage, high number rookie. Tyler Black green /99. We got a Marcelo Chrome. Andrew Painter. That is a blue paper /150. I had to just put that up there. Greg Dykman /99. eBay 101. 99 of 99. Pedro Leon gold. Jordan, and that's the UK. Correa, UK parallel /99. Yamaguchi /75. Bo, UK parallel. Couple more, man. We got a bunch of parallels out of there. I like that. Buster Posey /50. And Glaber /99. Hope /99. Wander. Hernandez /199. Gonzalez /250. Another base. That's Lubop. Tucker Davidson /99. Pashade. Pink parallel. Cunha. Dustin May refractor rookie. I love that. Otani Cup. Love it. Pink style. And the Trout. Awesome card. And Kyle Tucker. Rookie. Bunch of secondary hits as well. A nice laid back break. I hope you guys had a good time. Taking it easy today, and hopefully tomorrow I'll get some cards in. We'll do a couple high rollers. So if anybody's looking to get in on a break, any slammers, tomorrow is the time. Let me drop a link. I forgot to drop a link to the Patreon. If you guys are looking to join, get in on the breaks, support what you love, there's a link right there. Now it's pinned to the top. Baby. And I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe... Just trying to remember what I ordered and what could possibly come in. But we'll have to see. 1 or 2 breaks, just depends on how much I get in the mail tomorrow. And then one of these days soon, I gotta open another Marvel box. I'll make another video, and I'll make another video soon on the results of the Clearly Authentic case. And then next week we should have some more releases coming out, I think. Should be getting some fresh releases. So we'll have fun with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all later.